Introducing the Queen's Beast 2-ounce Unicorn of Scotland silver coin. This is the fourth release in a 10-coin series, which was released in September of 2017. All the Queen's Beast coins are minted at the government-owned Royal Mint, which officially moved its headquarters to Llantrisant, South Wales in 1968. It employs more than 900 people and can produce 90 million coins and blanks a week, almost 5 billion coins a year. Both the obverse and reverse of this coin was designed for the British Royal Mint by the highly respected engraver Jody Clark. The reverse features the Unicorn of Scotland reared up on its hind legs, its muscular frame eluding to its physical power. This mystical creature dons a crown around its neck for a collar attached to a sturdy chain that binds him in unity to the Scottish shield. A single spiral horn projects from the beast's forehead and completes its identity. In front of this mighty creature is a shield emblazoned with the royal coat of arms of Scotland. The background space is filled by an intricate textured chainmail design with a mirrored finish border containing the inscriptions Unicorn of Scotland, 2-ounce fine silver, 4 nines, and the date of mintage. The obverse features the fifth definitive coinage portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, surrounded by the text Elizabeth II, D, G, REG, F, and D, and the coin's denomination. DGREGFD is an abbreviation for the Latin Dea Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The design of the background for this coin differs from previous releases and displays finely detailed arching patterns consisting of small squares or diamonds. The quality of this coin is brilliant uncirculated. Weight 62.42 grams. Content 2 troy ounces of 4 nines fine silver. Diameter 38.61 millimeters. Thickness 6 millimeters. Edges are reeded. Each coin has a £5 legal tender face value in the United Kingdom. Single coins from the Royal Mint are shipped in a capsule. Most other mints ship single coins in a plastic flip. Quantities of 10 pieces are shipped in original Royal Mint plastic tubes, and a monster box consists of 200 coins. The Queen's Beast collection was inspired by the King's Beasts of Henry VIII, a series of statues lining the bridge over the moat of Hampton Court Palace, where they stood guard over the Great Hall. During the coronation of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, 10 heraldic beasts stood guard. The Queen's Beast, sculpted by James Woodford, were displayed at the coronation ceremony held in Westminster Abbey in 1953, each standing 6 feet tall. These sculptures depicted the different mythical creatures representing the various branches of Elizabeth's family in the heraldic system. Today, the authentic Queen's Beast can be found at the Canadian Museum of History in Quebec, while Portland stone replicas, also carved by James Woodford, can be found at the Kew Gardens in the United Kingdom. The 10 heraldic beasts are the English lion, griffin, falcon, bull, Yale, greyhound, dragon, unicorn, horse, and the white lion. The unicorn symbolizes power and identity, and was said to possess magical abilities. It could heal diseases and injuries, bring the dead back to life, and could purify poisoned water. Unicorns were said to live deep within forests and are considered immune to age and disease. They are very shy towards humans, but they can be tamed by a young woman of pure heart, mind, and soul. My thoughts about the Unicorn of Scotland 2-ounce silver coin. I am a big fan of the Queen's Beast series. The history behind it all, heritage of the royal family, and concept of the royal beasts all intrigues me. I am also a big fan of Jody Clark's work. But I have to say I am conflicted about this particular design. The mythical unicorn beast is such a fantastic creature to portray on a coin. I can't think of another sovereign coin anywhere in the world that has a unicorn on it. If there are, please let me know in the comment section below so I can check them out. The imagery of this design is quite nice, with the crown collar and chain binding the creature to the coat of arms. And the placement of the Scottish shield all complement the overall concept of what this heraldic creature is supposed to represent. I really like the texture and depth of the chainmail background found on this entire series. My problem with this design is the lack of contrast in the finishes. One of the big pluses about this series has been the mirrored border around the edge where inscriptions are found. But on this particular coin, the unicorn and the shield are both mirrored along with the border, making this design void of contrast and thus lacking the typical aesthetics present in the previous releases. If the unicorn itself had been frosted or perhaps given more muscular detail, I think there could have been sufficient contrast to make the main subject of this piece stand out to be recognized. The lion on the shield of the Scottish coat of arms and its background are both mirrored, creating a lack of definition, resulting in the eye losing focus to this part of the design. The tail of this mythical beast really bothers me. It seems to be proportionally too long and out of place for it to be seen on the left side of the shield. It unbalances the bottom portion of the design in my opinion. The obverse effigy of Her Majesty has its typical issues with marks being so readily exposed on her mirrored finished face, and my example was not an exception. Perhaps if her cheeks were not so high in relief, these persistent marks could be reduced? I don't know, but it just seems a shame to have such a beautiful coin that almost always has imperfections on such a noticeable area of the design. I know we have to realize that this is a bullion product and not a proof specimen, and that we should expect minor flaws such as breaks in the luster, spotted surfaces, and contact marks. But you would think after having such a consistent issue on just about every effigy minted that they could come up with some kind of mitigation by now to reduce the problem. If for no other reason than out of respect for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I am, however, going to finish on a positive note. I really like the arching background pattern behind the effigy. This is new to this series, and I think it works very well to highlight the main subject of the obverse, reduce visible imperfections, creates a coin less likely to be counterfeited, and is far more classy looking than the stucco finish used in the previous releases, and effectively highlights the inscriptions around the edge of the coin. With all critiqued issues aside, the 2-ounce Queen's Beast unicorn is a must for those who are intrigued by the mystique of the unicorn, interested in the heraldry of the royal family, or a collector of the series. What are your thoughts about my critiques? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy my content and are not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscriber button and then the notification bell to ensure you receive a notice as soon as I post up new content. Please feel free to like and share this content as well.